Hey everyone, Miss Sam here. So I'm here with another Quick Bites video. So I hope all of you guys are enjoying Summer Quest so far. I know I am. And today we're going to be talking about how to make recycled critters. So one of the things that I noticed the past couple weeks is that I'm having a lot of toilet paper rolls kind of piling up and I needed something to do with them. So I decided that I was going to be making some fun little friends and decorations out of them. So today we're going to talk about 3 different fun things that we can make with some of our recyclables that we can turn into little things that we can give as gifts, that we can leave around the house, that we can forget about and then accidentally step on our bedroom floor 6 months from now. It's going to be fantastic. So the first thing that we need to do is we have to have our supplies. So for the recycled critters, the most important supplies is, of course, the recycled material. So, for this recycled material, I'm using today toilet paper tubes, and I'm using egg carton pieces. For this first animal, we're only going to need 1 toilet paper tube, and then maybe a couple of other things that you have lying around the house. So to make this first animal, you're going to need some construction paper, and to make it look especially like it, we're going to need to cut out 1 right wing, 1 left wing, 1 teeny tiny beak, and 1 tummy. If you don't have construction paper, you can always just use a Sharpie marker to go ahead and just color it all in. That's pretty much all I had for stuff. So for this first step, you take your toilet paper tube and you're going to squeeze it in the middle and kind of press it down just like that. So what could we possibly be making? What do we know that has 2 wings, has a cool little tummy patch, a beak, and these weird little horns? Well, when all is said and done and you have the little ear tuft horn things, you can go ahead and take whatever supplies you have in your house and you can start decorating. Decorating is always my most favorite part of all of this, and I just so happened to find a tube of glitter glue lying under a couch somewhere, so I got to use that too. But when all was said and done, we have an owl. So the thing I like about these is you can be as simple or as detailed as you want with these videos and these crafts. So once you have the horns, you can turn them into the little furry ear things. If you have googly eyes, you can use some googly eyes. You can use the glitter glue. You just got to make sure that at the end of the day, you like how it looks. It doesn't even have to look like an owl. You'll be all right. So this is our first animal, an owl. The second one is even easier than that. So you don't even have to cut anything out of construction paper for this one, which is why I love it so much. The most important supplies for this next one is a single crayon. And the thing about the single crayon is you're going to take your toilet paper tube and, well, even though we only folded down the top of this one to make the owl, you will need a pair of scissors, because the next important part is you take the scissors and you're going to make sure that you cut little strips around the bottom about halfway up. So once you do that all around, you want to make sure that you have about 8 of these. So what could we possibly be doing with 8 of these little strips? That's where the crayon is important. So this part is so easy, but you're going to take your crayon, you're going to take one of the strips, and you're just going to start to roll. So you do that for the one, and you can just keep going all around the body, just rolling like that, and they'll stay without glue, without doing anything fancy to them. And once you have all 8 done, you can start decorating. You can give it a face, you can give it a spot, you can put stickers on it, you can put ribbon on it, you can put anything that you want, and at the end of the day, you'll have yourself an octopus. This one is my favorite. I had a lot of fun coloring in his spots. Again, I have googly eyes, but you can make plenty of awesome faces without googly eyes. So you just want to decorate him however you want, and then he can just sit there and watch you while you're doing all your weird Summer Quest badge work. So I think that's enough for our toilet paper tubes. So the next thing we're going to talk about is what we can do with all of those egg cartons. So egg cartons are pretty cool because you can use them for 1,000 different things. But what I like to do is I take my egg carton piece and I take a pair of scissors and I cut all the way around it so that I make it a little less leggy and a little more buggy. So with markers, just plain markers like that, I colored in my entire egg carton and I made sure to cut out 2 matching wings. And you can do this as many times as you want because there's going to be a lot of these little bumps in an egg carton. So you can make a whole hive of bees. So I like the bugs because you can use all kinds of colors and all kinds of designs. You don't have to make a bumblebee. You can make a ladybug. You can make any number of things. You don't even have to make the stuff I'm showing you now. There's so many good ideas on the internet. So all you need is this supplies and your imagination, which I know sounds kind of lame, but you can make literally whatever you can think of out of this stuff with bare minimum supplies. Like I said, I used scissors, I used a Sharpie marker, and I used regular markers, and that's it. And if you have anything else lying around the house, then you can start to get really creative. Like, I can't even explain to you how many different ways you can use the same material to make something entirely different. So, I hope that whatever you see here, maybe you want to try your hand at making one, or maybe you just want to make, I don't know, anything else. I know that we would love to see the stuff that you make during all of this, so if you make any of our quick bite ideas, go ahead and post them on Instagram. You can always tag us in them, and we would love to see what you guys are making. But until then, I hope you guys really are enjoying Summer Quest. I know it's a whole lot of fun. We have a great badge this week and an even greater one next week, so tune in. We've got a lot more videos coming, a lot more performances, and it was great to be able to share with you guys some of the stuff I've been doing during this whole everything. So I hope you guys have a great week. Bye.